All right, so right here in the mountains, we are ready to give you guys a full supermarket tour here in Croatia. First things first, the fruit and veg is pretty darn good prices, at least in our eyes. To be clear, we are not locals who earn in local currency, so if you're Croatian and watching this, let us know if the groceries are affordable. But we are Canadians who just came from Finland, and they're definitely a massive step down from Finnish prices.
Yes, like half price cheaper.
Yeah, which is also in euros over there, and at least half price over here. Now, one thing I like about the Croatian supermarket is there's beer everywhere, including right at the front door and also right here by the caseload, mind you. Like, huge amounts of beer all around. And I don't even think we're in the beer section yet. So, it appears Croatians like their beer. And next up, we have a full bakery over here where we typically show you guys the cheapest loaf of bread, which at this particular store is €1.33 for a brand just called Toast. Which is pretty affordable. Although the loaves over here look a whole lot better and very fresh, and they're only like €2 or even €1 for this one. So I guess more people are eating fresh bread than sliced bread.
Yeah, I think so.
That's my guess. And of course they have many different types of burek at the supermarket, and some of them are quite affordable. This one is €0.5. That's the smaller one, and then $1.20 for the bigger one. As we know, everywhere in the Balkans you find burek.
They're good.
Now, the fresh cheese section over here looks incredibly good. I'm not exactly a cheese expert to tell you if these are fair prices or not. Maybe I'll do a close-up zoom in on a few and you guys can tell me. But the way it's presented in the full wheel with the triangles cut out, it looks like it's really good cheese to me. And I tell you what, Ivana and I have been relatively surprised on how much fish is eaten here in Croatia. Maybe we shouldn't be surprised so close to the sea, but here we have dried fish, if you can believe it, and somehow it doesn't smell at all.
No.
This is the kind of thing that I thought I would not be able to even walk near. Because sometimes the smell of fish I don't love. This is like dried fish, somehow very interestingly packaged, and doesn't smell at all. Are you sure it's fish?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's fish, all
How
right.
would you cook this? In a soup, maybe?
Maybe it's for soup, yeah. I don't know. Anyway, there you have it. A big display of dried fish, sort of saran wrap like that. You could hit it with someone, like a drumstick. Hey, check it out. Croatian national pride right here in the supermarket. I know this guy from the World Cup when they beat Canada. That is Modric, I think his name is. I remember the face. Now, in terms of the chips here, it seems like Chio chip brand is the go-to brand because they have the most section, although there is some unique Lay's flavors, including the deep ridged, which I've never seen before. They're incredibly wavy Lay's chips.
Looks
Look
good.
sort of good actually, as well as the Max deep cut extreme cheese and onion, which also look pretty good. But it seems like Chio is the go-to brand. It's got twice as big of a section as Lay's, and actually cheaper.
Yeah.
Now, there are more than a few brands of ketchup here, including Heinz, of course, but at least 5 or 6 local brands. And it turns out that every single mustard they have looks pretty darn good in jars, as well as in the very European tube of mustard. And we've even found some squeeze Ajvar, which is the first time we've seen this. To be fair, Ajvar is one of the most underrated products in the whole world.
Right.
It's like good on everything. Good on bread, good on sandwiches, good as a side dish, good as appetizer. You could probably just put a spoon in a jar of Ajvar and eat it.
Yeah.
So this is a new twist for us. It's like Ajvar in a ketchup bottle.
I've never seen this before. Normally it's in a jar.
Something new.
Yeah.
But for me, Ajvar is like, when in doubt, put some Ajvar in your mouth. It's so good. It's so good. Now, in terms of the meat prices, you guys will have to help us out because for us, it's incredibly affordable. In fact, probably the lowest prices we've seen in countries we've been to that use the euro, although we don't earn local currency, so maybe it's different for local people. Typically, what's happened is in the past 5 years, meat prices have went way up, like double or triple, so maybe a local person could let us know. What we notice is interesting is not only prosciutto in the sliced packages, which is familiar to us, but even a big chunk of prosciutto, which you pay per kilo, which looks so delicious and so salty. And of course, we found the huge pickle section where there's of course also some Ajvar in a jar. Like I said, one of the best things money can buy. Somehow it's the best kept secret. Every country on earth should have adapted to put Ajvar because it's so delicious. It's like amazing. Now, in terms of Croatian beer, I made the mistake of buying Klaas beer, which is 59 cents per tall can, and it's a big mistake because it's so bad. And the good beer here in Croatia is just a bit more pricier than that, so it's a far better idea to buy the local brands that are actually quite delicious and affordable. And even Heineken is a good price here in Croatia. So for a beer drinker, Croatia is a good country. Just make sure do not buy Klaas beer. It's apple juice or something. It's bad. Ivana, what do you say? Baby's first outfit, €8. Not a bad price.
Very cute. Very cute.
And so in the end, Ivana and I were pretty impressed with the prices converting our Canadian dollars into euro. We'd imagine if you're from Finland or Norway or somewhere else that's earning euros, or a Schengen country especially, to travel to Croatia would be pretty great, because as we drive from Dubrovnik to Split on our road trip, the tourism is so good, and yet the prices are still pretty affordable. Quite often when a place is this tourist ready, it becomes more expensive. So for us, really good value in Croatia. Okay, bye.